thinking that, you bum. Thinking of this. So let's get our spark plugs back in, get them tightened up, and then we'll be right back. This channel is a member of the Astral Stars, which means we have a zero tolerance policy against the harassment of others. Anybody who violates that policy will be banned. For further information, please visit www.theastralstars.com. Alright guys, let's get this thermostat done. Let's take we got three, oh, that's 12 millimeter bolts. My bad. 3 12 millimeter bolts. This one is longer than the other two. So let's get those 3 out. Now guys, this part right here is very important. You got to take this thing off very carefully because if you take it off too fast, it will crack.
What?
Yes.
Why are you making stuff up?
I wish I could find somebody who'd follow my video as it go along. They'd be like, take it off carefully. He said it'll crack. Alright guys, no. This part is very important. Wow, this thermostat is really dried up. You see this little valve right here? This is called the Jiggle Valve. You notice it's at 12 o'clock? This helps with bleeding the system. It has to be at 12 o'clock. But you're gonna get some thermostats that don't have that. They have some other kind of bleed method, particularly some called the notch valve, bleed notch. So what you gotta do is take this out. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna take that out. And there's the valve. Remember, it's got to be at 12 o'clock. Pretty much line it up with this little notch right here. Alright, let's get the new one, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, before we do that, let's get us a little wire brush and clean up around there so that thing can definitely seal. Don't take a lot. Alright, looks nice and clean in there. Alright guys, now, the thermostat that we got is a stant, and you notice the stant does not have a bleed valve, but you got to be careful about using these because this does have a bleed notch valve on, a notch on it. So you know what, because it's very difficult to see, what I'm gonna do is get a light. Let's go over here. Come on, Sivy. All right. Inside here, hold it open. Alright guys, now watch as I try to put a light. Let me make sure I see it first. Alright, now what you're going to be doing is looking on the inside of here, right on the top. You're going to see the light shine through. Or you might be able to see it. Tell me how to tilt it.
Okay, we see it.
You see that, guys? So that's the bleed notch valve, and that has to be set at 12 o'clock because if I keep turning this thermostat around, you might see little openings and all. But you won't see that much of an opening until I get right back to that point. Got it? Mm-hmm. All right, let's go set this thermostat in. Keep a note where that notch is. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got our thermostat here. Now, our bleed notch valve is up here. I'm going to take a note that it's right where it says 64 millimeter right here. That's where it's at. It's on this side of that. So, because what I'm going to do now is we got a brand new seal, and your seal is going to have a little groove on the inside of it. That groove, the thermostat outer side diameter has to set inside that groove. And you want to be careful not to cut it in any kind of way. You just work around and make sure that is in there. Okay. It doesn't matter which side. Alright, now our 64 millimeters right there. So we know our thermostat is going to set in just like that. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got it in, set at 12 o'clock. The next thing we're going to do, take our thermostat housing, and you're going to line this notch up with that notch. Start the bolts off by a couple threads, so in that way we don't cross thread them. Then take our 12 millimeter deep 3/8 drive, and we go ahead and tighten it up. Now guys, I'm used to doing this, so I know where to stop with the gun. But if you don't, grab your 3/8 drive ratchet, and what you're gonna do, like I always say, tighten it up till it stops, and then a little bit more. That's it. Because you don't want to strip that out because that's aluminum. Alright, this is looking good. Let's move on to the next step. We'll be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is install the wires. We are getting down to, boy, they was really giving with this stuff. I mean, dang it. They couldn't even fill it up. This is the dielectric grease. And it's for keeping out moisture and making a good connection. And well, this is the part that's going to the spark plug wires. So that's all you're supposed to do. Is just take a little bit and squeeze it. See, this is bull, man. This stuff.
I feel like a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, exactly. I think they must have messed up and gave us the wrong pack in this. I mean, you pay so much for this stuff. Like, to get no grease. I mean, if you don't feel this enough, you can definitely go to the store and buy some. All right, now we're ready to put our wires on. We come over here to the back of the engine. This coil on this car is really cool because your coils are marked and show which wire goes to what cylinder. So that is cool. But what we're gonna do, we're going to start off on the shortest one, and that's going to be number 6. This is bank 2, so it's going to be 2, 4, 6. So we're going to start from number 6 right here, pull it off, and of course, it's going to be our shortest wire. So I don't even know why I'm putting it up here. Usually you put it up here and line them up, but this is our shortest wire right here. So what we're going to do, push it down onto the spark plug till you hear a little click. And then bring it over here. And
Maybe that should go under.
that's what I'm trying to do, Siffy.
But
Here.
you weren't.
Alright. You take, sometimes these wires sometimes suck. Sometimes you can take the boot and push it back on the wire. Let me show you a minute. You can push it back. That gives you enough room out here so you can make sure that this end pushes down in there. And then you hold the wire with this hand and you just slide that boot right back down onto the coil. Just like that. So that one's going to sit right there in the middle. Now let's do one more. This is cylinder number 4. This one goes here. So number 4 is right here. And we're going to go over here to the wires.
And would it be helpful for somebody, somebody who doesn't do this on a regular basis, to line the new wires up instead of holding a bunch together?
Yeah, that's a good.
Line them up in order.
That's a good thing. That's a good trick, Civvy. So Civvy with the ideas. How's that, Civvy?
Looks good.
Alright, so we got 5. So here's the one we need. What are we gonna do now, Civvy?
You sure it's not the other one?
What other one?
This second one?
This one?
Yeah.
Is it? But the thing is, here's the thing, guys. We know the wires on this side is the 3 shortest wires. So, because they're the shortest, so it has to be this one. It looks like a little short, but.
But then what's that one?
This one?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be that one?
Oh yeah, this would be. Yo, wait a minute. This sucks.
Dude, are you sure that's the second wire you took out?
Cylinder number 4. This one's here. This one goes over here. Yeah, cylinder number 4. That's not good, because you're right. This would be the next wire.
But why does this one look shorter? Or am I wrong? But this one here looks shorter than...
This one's cylinder number 2.
I know, but I'm saying it looks
So,
shorter
wait
than
a
the one
minute.
you took out.
So did somebody... Did he change the wire? He did change the wires. Did he put, wait a minute. Does it? Sure does. You know what? This is what happens when you know what? Forget all this mess. Get this up, get this up.
He could have put them in wrong order.
That's exactly what he did. So it ain't no use in us going by what's up here. So now we know these 2 are the next ones. So we're gonna have right here number 4. Make sure that's pushed down. Go into place, go into place. And look at that, it fits. And, you know, let's again to make sure this thing goes down there, push that boot back. Then push the coil down in there, and then hold the wire while pushing that boot back down. And you're talking about close, man. That's like really. There we go. Okay, and now let's get to the number 2. This is number 2 over here. Push that down. I think this one's gonna have to go over here. And that one has to go over here. Okay, push that down. Number 2. Okay. No, maybe I can't push this down. Nah, I just go over there. Sometimes you want to try to avoid wires touching like this, because after so long, they will start arcing out against each other. But oh, wait a minute. There we go. Yeah, buddy. That looks good, Civvy?
Yep.
2, 4, and 6. All right, let's get our other wires and get ready to put those on. We'll be right back. All right, guys, on the other side, let's take the longest wire, and that's going to go to cylinder number 1. Push that down. Now we take the next longest wire, cylinder number 3. And guys, I just noticed something. Let's see if it's over here, because it's kind of dark over here. But let's go to the other side.
We can see what.
There's marks on the valve cover, arrows,
Yes.
to let you know which way the wire goes. That is cool. And we know this one, see, this one is facing upward, so we don't have to turn that up there. But first, let's get this in here like this. Push that down. That arrow light is going right in the center. And this thing is broken. But, okay. Let's get this over here. And this one's going to set into there. This one's supposed to set in the middle. And then...
Why wouldn't this one go up here?
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, and this one goes right here, and this one will go right here or something. Where a piece broke off at. Alright. So we come around here to the side. We bring them around. Tie them up into this one. And then tie them up into this one. And it looks like they all going right to where they need to be. Yo, hold on guys, let me get something. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we switch sides. This is cylinder number 3, so let me make sure. Yep, this is going to the middle one. So let's push that. Matter of fact, let's push up. You know what? Let's pop these up. Let's push all these back now. Okay. So we have cylinder number 3. Push that down. This one is number 5. Yep. And you know what? That looks like you know what? I want to put this one underneath. Dang it. Because you want to make sure that these things are definitely pushed way down to their coil, because if not, it's going to create an arc, a spark, and it will throw off the firing order. Well, not firing order. When that cylinder fires,
It'll cause a misfire. Right?
yes, it will. So, okay, let's get that one in here. And then we got our last one. Way up under here. Push it down. And then pull the wire back. And then put that in. Looks good, Sivy?
Looks good.
Alright guys, it's looking good. We'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're ready to install our plenum tank. Now what we're going to do here, we got our new gasket in. This gasket out of here. Yeah, buddy. Boy. I'd rip that bag and rip that gasket. I would have been kind of upset. Alright, cool. We got that. Now the next thing we're going to do, let's take off our 12mm nut here. And what the heck, man? How did dirt get in there? What the? Dang it. Let me get an air line. Let me get an air hose, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. We got our air blower. Got all that dirt inside there. I have no idea what happened there. Alright, now I'm going to take my surface grinder and we're going to clean that. Again, when you're using a tool like this, don't push down on it because it's aluminum and you'll gouge it right out and you'll cause you a vacuum leak. So just let it glide over it. Yeah, buddy, that looks perfect. Okay, let's take our gasket. Let's see how this gasket fits. Okay, it fits just like that. The holes won't line up, but you don't have to worry about that because the pressure of the tank up against the intake will hold that in place. Yeah, buddy.
Are you done?
But you got to make sure that hole is open. Right there, you go, right there.
Are you done?
All right, let's try to get this thing fit. That looks like about right. Looks like about right, Sivy?
Yep.
Alright, so let's get that over here. And let's go over to our engine. Here on the front side. And we got 2 bolts that's in it already. So let's take those off. Take those bolts out. Take this bolt out. And then on your tank, you're going to have 2 bolts right here. Take those 2 out. Alright, let's set them to the side. Now, you're gonna be swinging this in like this. Remember that gasket right there, so let's put a bolt right there just to, or you can keep your hand there, whatever. That's the little, I guess that's what they put the little tab there for. Now, so you wanna, you see, notice how I got this swing out? You wanna put that in, swing it down till you can get that other bolt in there. A little biscuit. What the heck is something holding up on the other side? Let's go on the other side, guys. See something holding us up over here. Looks like this right here is, like it's right there. Let's try this again. Dang it. Dang it, where'd the bolt go? Don't you hate when you drop a bolt and it seems like the bolt just disappears on you? Like it just disappears on you. Oh, I got it. Alright. Come back around here, guys. Come on, Sivi.
I don't like all this movement.
Sivi.
Makes people dizzy.
Yeah. Alright. So there's our little tab right there, so we know we lined up. Let's get this in there. Started. By a couple threads. Then get the long one down there by a couple threads. Then we're going to take our 2 12mm bolts up here, and let's get those 2 started. And guys, you want to make sure you got those going in by hand, a couple threads, because if not, you're going to be in some super trouble. All right, we got that. Where's our nut that goes there? I just saw some on the ground over here. That's a 10 millimeter. Where the heck this go? Can we take it off?
I don't think that.
Where hit this one?
I don't know.
Dang it, man. There's extra bolts around here. Alright, look, did I take it off and put it over on the...
I don't remember seeing a nut.
I took it off.
Well, I didn't see it. So I don't know where it is. There it is.
Alright. Put this here. Alright, and then we're going to tighten it up. Let's get our 12mm deep. 3/8 drive. Now you want to tighten up these before you tighten up these, because this is the important one. This has to push forward and lock into there. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the middle one. And the bottom one. Back to the middle one. Then the nut over here. Now since you got that, now you go ahead and tighten those up. Oh guys, this is looking really good, man. Dang it. Alright guys, now okay, you're gonna go around to the other side. So we'll be right back. Alright guys, now we're over on this side. Our bracing brackets. Let's take this bolt out right here. 12mm. Bring this bracket up. Start it off by a couple threads. Okay, perfect. Then, got these two over here. Bring this bracket up. Okay, and you're gonna use your same 12mm deep 3/8 drive, and guys, definitely get you an impact. I mean, these things are cheap too. Things like $59. You get one from Harbor Freight or something. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and tighten up all 4 bolts. Okay, everything is everything. All right. Oh, let's get these old wires out of here. All right, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing is our throttle body. We got 2 12mm bolts and 2 12mm nuts, and
well, we have one.
Dang. You know, see, if I would just been careful.
I see it.
Okay, let's take this gasket off of there. Now, guys, this is so smooth. You can actually just take a rag and clean that off if you want. Or we just take out the lightly clean that up. Alright, then you got your throttle body right here. You go around to the same thing. And actually, guys, wait a minute, you know what? Yeah, you know what? If you look in there, so that carbon buildup, this is a good time to do a throttle body cleaning and clean that out, because with that stuff in there, this valve right here, when it closes, there's supposed to be a small little air gap between there for idling. And if that stuff builds up, the car will stall out. You go to start it up, it will stall out every time unless you got your foot on the gas pedal, which will allow more air in there. So you know what? Let's clean that up right now. So let's get us some carburetor cleaner, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, you ready? Get some carburetor cleaner, get your rag. This is the best way of doing this instead of trying to spray it and open it up. Saturate the rag. Then, take the throttle, hold it open, and just put the rag in there. Now, you can also take a screwdriver at this point and take it and put the screwdriver on the rag and clean it up as well. You can also do this while it's up in the engine, but this is good. And you want to make sure you clean the edges of that valve. Make sure that both sides are cleaned up. Then turn it over and do the opposite side. Can you got a good lighting in there?
Yeah. We still the grind.
You see it now?
No.
That's right. That's what it's all about, yo. Alright. Yeah, buddy. That is clean. Now, guys, if you want, this right here is your idle control valve. What you can do is take that off and clean that up as well. Let me just show you that. You can take a 10mm. Got 2 screws. Take them out. Dang it!
That was in a bad spot.
Heck yeah, it's in a bad spot. Does that mean I gotta use a screwdriver? Really? Alright, guys, let me look at the screwdriver. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I got my number 2 Phillips bit up here. Now, why couldn't they make this an 8mm bolt? You know? Son of a biscuit. Alright. No, I ain't strip it. Just looks that way. This is stupid. Alright. Let me go get me a regular screwdriver. How about a number 3 or something? Let me let me see something here. Man, what is this? Some bogus mess. What the heck going on? Guys, this is some. Yeah, let me get a number 3. Alright. I can't believe it stripped the thing out, man. We'll be right back.